Welcome to Regiondo Trainings. The topics for today are the proof of purchase, the tax invoice, and the payment by invoice. We will show you the difference between those terms and explain in which case you or your customers get or require each one. Although those terms are often getting mixed up or used synonymous, they all have different meanings. Every point we present to you today is available in every Regiondo package, but it is required to either deposit the tax ID, VAT ID, or if you're a small business owner who is excluded from the sales tax law, to deposit a tax number. Basically today we differ between the proof of purchase and the tax invoice, which both are documents, and the payment by invoice, which is a payment method. For the documents, we differ between those which customers receive automatically and those which they receive optional if you release them for selection. First of all, we look at the proof of purchase. It's created automatically with a purchase and looks like that. It includes the ticket price, the number of tickets, and the total price. It's always getting sent with the tickets via email. This is an automated process which is getting triggered by a purchase, so you don't have to change any settings in the dashboard. Next, we take a look at the tax invoice. Other than the proof of purchase, it's not getting sent automatically. There are three possibilities. For option 1, no tax invoice is needed, so the dispatch isn't getting activated. As the tax invoice is deactivated by default, you don't have to make any changes in the dashboard. For option 2 and 3, you first have to click on the shop configuration in the dashboard, and after this, on the tax options. Tax invoices are only needed in some special cases. Private customers, for example, don't need them, whilst corporate customers do. An example for a booking by a corporate customer would be a team event. In this case, first you have to select the sales tax status and then activate the button Send a Text Invoice to Attendees. Please be careful to control all the panels which open up and complete them if necessary. Next, you choose if the tax invoice should be available for every offer or only for selected ones. It is advised to maintain the standard setting All Offers, because else customers could possibly only receive the tax invoice for a part of their purchase, which could lead to confusion. The last button we leave unaffected, as the customers now are getting asked in the checkout process if they need an invoice or not. As soon as they select the checkbox with yes, they will have to insert all the data to make the delivery of the invoice possible. Customers therefore have the choice to not request an invoice. With option 3, there's always a tax invoice sent out. For example, because your customers usually need one. In this case, all the settings from option 2 remain the same, but the last button, Tax Invoice Always Required, is getting activated. With this option, the relevant data of every customer is requested with every purchase, and the tax invoice is getting sent via email by default. A tax invoice looks like this. Last but not least, we have a look at the payment by invoice. To make this option available for the customer, you go to the dashboard menu point, Shop Configuration, and to Payment Options. Here you can select if the payment by invoice is available or not. Optionally, you could also deselect all the other payment methods so that the payment by invoice is the only available method. Also, you can decide if the method is available for all your offers or only for some of them. As the payment by invoice is an offline payment method, it cannot be done with Stripe. This means that the system is automatically generating an invoice PDF with your bank data and sending it to the customer. From this point, no more automation is possible, so the customers have to pay the bill manually. As the system has no more insight in the process, you have to verify the payment yourself in your bank account. Furthermore, it's important to know that with offline payment methods, there are no payment fees, as Stripe is not used. In case there are also other payment methods used which demand Stripe, Stripe will automatically calculate the fees for the payment by invoice so that you don't have any more effort. If there is no payment method using Stripe involved, you have to manually pay the monthly fees to Regiondo. Also, in case of a cancellation, the refund needs to be done manually. Here you can see what an invoice looks like. The tax invoice and the payment by invoice can be edited in their layout, but the proof of purchase can't. To individualize the draft PDF for the invoices, you have to click on Shop Configuration and on PDF Editor. Here you have to choose which draft should be edited. All fields which are outlined with dashed green lines can be edited. All the fields which are outlined with black lines are getting filled automatically with system data and cannot be edited. The proof of purchase, the tax invoices, and general invoices are always available to download. If you want to have a look at them, you have to click on Bookings, then Bookings again, and there you search for the particular booking you want to look at. All the way down on the side, you can see all the generated and sent PDFs. With the Actions button on the top right, you also have the opportunity to send the PDFs to the customers again. If you need the data for accounting or tax consulting, they can be downloaded via Settings and PDF download. That's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you soon.